What is up, guys? Mids here, bringing you another March Madness video. This will be my last one, showing you guys my picks, what I got going. This was the Sweet 16 picks, all the picks to get into the Elite 8. Yeah, so we'll start off with the South region here. I got number 1 Kentucky versus number 5 Wichita State. Wichita State is doing really good if they keep on this win. They just came off the win against Indiana, who beat Kentucky. So you think about that for a second. Wichita State, they came off the win against Indiana that beat Kentucky, but I think Kentucky will just overpower them and Kentucky will come away with the win. UNLV versus Duke. I like it though. I was thinking about UNLV has been doing really good. I might just have to take them. That's what I thought. But then I look, Duke had an easy road, so they're going to be rested. They had to play Lay, then they play Xavier, which I think they'd play. So I think Duke will come away with the win there, because they'll be all rested and stuff. So West region, we got another. So here we go. We got Michigan State versus Louisville here. Louisville, I love championship teams, so I might pick Louisville. But Michigan State just came off the win against Big Ten tournament too. So I'm gonna have to go Michigan State here, just because I think that they'll destroy Louisville. They have been on fire and hitting everything. Now Murray State versus Missouri. This is a tough one for me. I didn't know who to go to. Should I go with the number 6 Murray State, keep it going? But I thought I have to go with Missouri here. Murray State has not played a tough team, like a very, very tough team. So I got to go with Missouri for that one. It's coming up to the East region here. This is the crazy region, I like to call it. This is my crazy region. Syracuse versus Vanderbilt. Well, let me tell you something. I'm going with Vanderbilt, the smart school. I have to go Vanderbilt here because I think the way they played against Kentucky, that championship game, just showed they were so good, and I think they can beat Syracuse. Syracuse is a very beatable team, I think. Florida State versus Ohio State. Gotta go Florida State here. They just came off that big win against North Carolina. They looked very good out there. Ohio State, I don't know. I just didn't see it. With Sullinger will be good, but I mean, if they can just keep shooting their threes, Florida State and all that, they'll come away with the win. So Midwest region, this is what I call the upset region. I made one change again. Same team. I know I said Cal/South Florida to beat Ohio. Well, you know what? Ohio's going to win that. I got Ohio winning, but North Carolina wins this one. But I have Ohio beating Cal/South Florida just because they just came off the win against Michigan. Does California/South Florida, they scare you? You just beat Michigan. So that's why I have Ohio in there, but North Carolina will win that game. NC State versus Kansas, another easy pick for me. I have to go with Kansas. NC State's luck will just run out. They're coming up against a really good team, because my bracket, they beat San Diego State, which is a very beatable team, and then they went and they beat Belmont. So that's not a big enough thing for me. So I got Kansas there. Elite 8 picks. I'm doing everything in this video. Coming up to the South region of in Atlanta, we got Kentucky versus Duke. Ooh, this is a big matchup here. Tough one here though. I really don't like Duke though. I just don't like how they play. Gotta go with Kentucky on this one, just because I don't think that Duke will be able to guard the ball. Excuse me. I gotta go with Kentucky on this one, just because I just love Kentucky and the way they're playing. West region, Michigan State versus Missouri. Number 1 versus number 2 again. Well, I'm going to have to pick. This is a really hard one for me. Both are really good, but I have to go with Michigan State and the Green Machine, just because I think that they will dominate with their bigs play, their 4 and 5s, their power forwards and centers. I think they'll dominate with those. Too much for Missouri to handle. Let's come to the East region here. We got the no number 1s or number 2 seeds in this one. Number 5 Vanderbilt versus number 3 Florida State. I think Florida State will get this one. I know Vanderbilt just came up beating Syracuse. They're going to be all pumped up Florida State should come up beating Ohio State. They're going to be pumped up too. And I just think that Florida State will end Vanderbilt's little luck run here, and that'll be it. So, yeah, I'm going Florida State in this one. Midwest region. North Carolina versus Kansas. Number 1 versus number 2. Another number 1 versus number 2. This one wasn't actually that hard for me to choose. I'm definitely picking North Carolina in this one. Just because they're a great team. They can easily beat Kansas, I think. Kansas, I actually almost had them losing, remember, in the first round against Detroit. Well, it's actually their second round, but yeah, against Detroit. I almost had them losing that round. So, I gotta go with North Carolina on that one. Now come to the Final Four. We got the 1 versus 1 matchup, Kentucky versus Michigan State. The big Draymond Green and Davis going against each other. This will be a great matchup. I was going to Kentucky. I love Kentucky. The way they're playing is just so good. But Michigan State will come away with the win on this one. Maybe win by a couple points because of Draymond Green. They'll be dropping 25, I'd say. 25. Florida State versus North Carolina. And here we go. Rematch again. Another rematch of the title here. But this time, North Carolina will come away with an easy win by more than 8 points, I could say. I think North Carolina will be able to dominate. They'll give it to Zeller all day long, and he'll just put it right up. So now we go. Championship game. Michigan State versus North Carolina in New Orleans here. Okay, this is a really tough one for me. They both have been doing really good. But I have to go with Michigan State. Michigan State will be the national champions. Just because the way that who they have to beat to get here has been very tough for them. They've beat Louisville, Missouri, Kentucky. They'll use all that to get there. North Carolina, Creighton, Ohio, Kansas, Florida State, not that much. So that's really, guys. See you guys later. Stay tuned.